today on Divorce Court.
I am 32 years old. I want to get married, and he thinks we have all the time in the world, and I know I can't wait that long.
It's not that I don't want to get married, I just don't want to get married right now.
I need the judge to tell Tommy he needs to get his life together.
When me and Valen try to communicate, sometimes we don't understand each other fully, or we think that one person or the other is saying it in a mean way or hateful way, but we're not.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Valen Howe and Tommy Cagley. The two of you have been together for 2 years, living together for 1.5. You do not have any children together. Ms. Howe, Mr. Cagley, yes, thank you. Mr. Cagley, this is a before your vows. I think Ms. Howe is ready to rock and roll. Straight to the altar. Mr. Cagley, not so much. You've given me your compatibility test, the marriage license. Should I, that you've given me permission to tear up, should I think this union is ill-advised? Ms. Howe, I'm going to start with you. Tell me about your union and why we're here in front of me today.
Well, as you said, we have been together for 2 years, living together for 1.5. I'm 32, and I'm about to open up a preschool, so I'm gonna have kids in my life, and hopefully that he'll want to be a part of it. Yeah. One, hopefully be mine. So I'm moving to this next level in my life, and I just wish that he would take us more seriously and go to the next stage in our lives.
Okay, Mr. Cagley, when you hear that, what do you think? What's your response?
Well, I think she needs to relax, figure out her, her career, and, work on that first. But, she's in a hurry just to get a baby, and, a lot of things got to go into that, like money and, time. We don't have time. We don't have money. I mean, we got a dog we barely see, We both walk her as much as we can, whenever we can. I mean, I treat the dog like a baby. So, I mean, I'd like one of us to be home with the baby at least all day, or, or switch
now, Mr.
off.
Cagley, let me ask you this. Pretend I have a magic gavel, and I can whirl it around and fix all your finances. Her school would be up, everybody rocking and rolling. Would you be able to marry her this month?
Oh, man, she'd probably be pregnant right now. I mean...
So what you're saying, it is truly logistical. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're truly committed to her.
Yes. I mean, I'm willing, and I'm 100% willing to marry her, have a child with her, all those things.
But not right now.
Yeah, she needs to just
She needs
relax.
to chill.
Yes.
Do you think he's telling me the truth about that, or do you think he has reservations about actually getting married?
Yeah, he is definitely lying. Because my family member that's really close to me, we went up to Yosemite just a couple weeks ago. It was like, here's the ring, go ask her. Bridal veils, perfect timing. I'm going to be starting a school. I could have my kid with me 24/7.
I want to be financially, I want to have a career that's going to pay well, and the money's going to continue coming in.
Well, what do you currently do?
Construction.
Okay.
So.
Does that pay well? I mean, is it
it's
consistent?
decent, but I'm not, killing it. I'm not
Well,
making...
what plans do you have to put yourself in a position that you would feel comfortable marrying somebody?
I mean, when either one of us gets a steady career, our own company, our own business, we can make our own hours, have the type of flexibility where we can do what we want to do.
Are you hearing this, Mrs. Cow? Ms. Al?
He's had the same job for 10 years. I mean, he's not going to change. It's here now. Literally, there's just no reason. We're at a standstill. He's not making.
We don't believe
effort.
The money thing.
Yeah,
Joe don't believe it. I don't believe it. The audience doesn't believe it.
She
doesn't believe it. Let's lay it out. If everybody waited till they had a business and a company and everything was 100% safe, there would be no population. You just wouldn't be. And you would not believe the kind of no job, no money, 9 children having people I have in this courtroom, okay? You guys are more than adequately stable. I'm just saying. So why don't we talk about what's really the issue instead of wasting our time chasing a dime that's not really the problem?
We have other issues, you know, like trust issues, communication issues, you know, like.
Well, give me the trust issue.
They're just little things, you know, here and there.
It's not
I mean,
little.
it builds up into some crazy story that, you know.
Well, she's the one with the trust issue, I take it.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, why don't you tell me what is your trust issue with Mr. Kegley?
Okay, when we first started dating, I was bartending, so I was friends with a lot of guys. He's friends with a lot of girls. There was no trust issue. We just were getting to know each other, and he let me be friends with all these random girls. I knew there was one particular that was a little weird. Had a weird dream about it. Call me crazy. I don't know. I asked him over and over again, not once, not twice, 3 times, and he denied it. One night, he was hammered. That's another issue. Drinks way too much. Looking through my phone. So me, very immature of me, but I looked through his phone because whoever has a guilty conscience is going to do that first, I feel. So I go look through his phone with the one girl, naked, sex, horrible things all over his phone.
Mr. Kegley, did that happen?
First of all, this was before we were together. Who doesn't get pictures from somebody?
It was the first month we were together.
I don't.
Look.
And I don't want none.
Okay, so listen. So who doesn't get a couple pictures from some girl? And this isn't even my phone that I carry on me. This is a phone we use at the house that we keep for like playing, you know, music or whatever on. So basically, I leave it there. I'm not hiding anything. It's not locked. It's open to her to see whenever she wants. I'm more than willing to let her go through my personal phone whenever she has an issue. Or
is this an ongoing topic with her, or is it just this one particular young lady?
I mean, just this one thing, and we weren't even together. The only reason why I didn't say anything was because why would I pour salt into the wound? Why would I make why would you go and tell her something that she doesn't?
Well, once you get hooked up with somebody, why not press delete?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
The picture. Get you in a world of hurt for nothing.
Or make me be
that has no value. You know what I mean? It doesn't have any value, so why wouldn't you delete it? Because it's going to cause a world of hurt.
I didn't even know it was in there.
Or you guys go, leave me at a barbecue for an hour. They're going to the bank.
Yeah, I see where your trust issues are. More frightening to me than the trust issues are the drinking issues. So I want to talk about how much you drink, what you do when you do get drunk, and how you think that's going to turn out in a marriage. How comfortable are you with his level of alcohol consumption in the context of that baby's world?
It literally, I don't know what to do next.
Well, we babysit, and I've watched the kids and everything. I mean, nothing's ever happened wrong. I'm not getting wasted. I'm not getting drunk, watching kids, letting them play with scissors or anything.
Tell me about his drinking, because I understand it is, if not legendary, significant.
So, a while ago, he's definitely getting a lot better.
Okay.
But he could definitely finish an 18-pack to himself.
18-pack of beer?
Yeah, favorite.
What kind of drunk does he get? Is he a happy drunk? Is he a belligerent one?
He is happy to a certain extent, but I started working long hours, and anyone that's drunk by yourself, you're going to overanalyze things. And when I came home, he said, "What am I doing? Am I doing something with the dad?" He'd start getting mad and jealous, and I'm like, where is this coming from? But it's him drunk for 5 hours by himself.
So thinking of ruminating
just thinking
nonstop.
of all these different things, and this one night just blew up. It was insane. And he's never been aggressive towards me, but he has anger issues, especially in his family, for sure. And
Mr. Kegley, what's your response to that? What do you think about your drinking?
You know, I did drink a lot when I met her, you know, and I understand that she comes home from work, she doesn't want to come home to somebody drunk, so I stopped drinking. And even when I do stop drinking, I'll get, like, you know, fake beer and just hang out and drink that. I mean, just because, like, it's just a habit of mine now. And then she bashes me for drinking fake beer.
That
like,
just started. It went to a 12-pack to a 6-pack, but for sure, every weekend he is drunk.
But why?
Are you drunk every weekend?
Not every weekend.
Yeah.
Most weekends.
My understanding is you got put out of just about every bar in your environs.
When I was a kid.
You
I
were
mean,
not
who
allowed
didn't
to
go out?
Well, you're 28 years old. Hell, you know.
It's only
how
a
long
couple
ago did that
years.
Well, like
happen?
when I was like 22, I got look, you know, whatever. But I mean,
The
people
town
can't
knows
change, you're
Kegley.
saying? I mean, what do you mean? People don't change? I mean, have I not changed? I've
Yeah,
been a better
he's
person.
changed. He's changed.
Significantly.
Gradually and never. I mean, yes, people mess up and step back, but and whatever,
In
relapse. whatever you wanna call
general,
it.
you're making progress, is
Of
what you're
course,
telling
yeah.
me. Ms. Howe, let me ask you this. When considering whether or not to marry somebody, you got to consider the whole of it and not just the baby of it. And when you consider bringing a baby into this world, how comfortable are you with his level of alcohol consumption in the context of that baby's world? Do you with me? Mm-hmm. Does that give you pause at all?
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm basically here today, because it literally, I don't know what to do next, because it's...
Well, we babysit, and I've watched the kids and everything. I mean, nothing's ever happened wrong. I'm not getting
nothing is
wasted. I'm not
wrong.
getting drunk, watching kids, letting them play with scissors or anything. I mean, come on. I'm not like out there like, you know, shoving them out into the street or anything.
But I don't think he understands the fact that you have to wake up 3 times. I mean, he fights when I need to let the dog out.
I mean, we switch off.
You're right this close to tears. What is happening over there?
I don't know.
I think you
it's
see
hard
the light.
because I know he's a good person. It just, I don't know if we're on the same...
I think you see the light, and it's hurting your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Ms. Howe, I want you to give me a 30-second sales job on why Mr. Kegley is the guy for you. I don't want anything negative. I don't want anything about what he needs to change or what he needs to do. I want to know who you see right here, right now, that makes you believe he's the man for you. Go.
He is my best friend. We have so much fun together, or we can do nothing together and have fun and sit and laugh and talk forever. Yeah, he's caring, and he does love kids. He can have so much fun with kids. He's a kid at heart, you know, just like me.
You're right this close to tears. What is happening over there?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think you see the light.
It's hard because I know he's a good person. It just, I don't know if we're on the same...
I think you see the light, and it's hurting your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Kegley, how do you feel about her right now as far as whether or not she is the woman for forever for you?
I want to give her everything she wants, but at the same time, you know, I'm scared that maybe I might fail or not give her enough or something like that, you know? So I don't want to push her away, but, you know, I definitely want to try my best to...
But you do love her, don't you?
Of course, 100%.
And you want the best for her.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always ask everybody, I never talk about the compatibility test, I always ask everybody what's wrong with you and what's wrong with your intended. And one of the things he said that was wrong with you was in a rush to get married. She has to always be right. She never wants to repeat herself. She always tells me, I don't have to go if I don't want to. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
We'll be somewhere like out of town together, and then she'll be like, well, you don't have to go with us. I'm like, I'm out of town with you. Like, what am I supposed to do? Walk home? She's like trying to push me away, like to make me comfortable or something. I don't know what her idea is, but always trying to be like, oh, you don't have to go. You know, I'm like, I'm here, right? I'm trying to hang out. I want to do stuff with you. I want to have a good time. Like, do you not want me to go? Is that the issue? Like, do you not want me to be here? What do I look like I'm not having fun? Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Tell me, what's the thing?
He doesn't look like he's having fun. He's usually very quiet, or he's getting hammered to have fun. Because I would leave the situation 100% if I didn't like the people I was hanging out with, or if it was boring. Because I'm with my family all the time, and we can sit around and do nothing, but we're talking about old times, and we try to join him into the conversation, but I just feel like he's kind of awkward sometimes. And he'll say like random jokes that I'm like, oh.
Random jokes, that's what he said. He says inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
Are they
like
are they blue in nature? Are they sexual in nature? Or are they just bad? Or they
it's just bad.
You work with a bunch of construction workers. You're not going to be talking about flowers and rainbows all day. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Joe always says this. Right before you get married is the best they're going to be, because they're trying to get you. It's that hot love. It's that, yes, let's take that leap love. And I think that you're crying because you know that this thing isn't where it needs to be. He hasn't got that I want to take you home sense about him. And he's irritable around your people because he feels like you're rushing into a commitment that he's not ready for. He talks about money as the reason he's not ready. He's just not ready. And he has a right not to be ready. He is who he is. He presents how he presents. And you've got all of these negatives. Doesn't fit in with the family, the drinking. Though he has backed off of it a lot, you're still concerned about it. The trust, you're still concerned about it. And at the end of the day, he doesn't want to do it. And you can't make him want it. And I really wish we women would, we get a certain age and it's like, next cat we get, he's the one. He may not be right. I may have to fix him and chip him and do that, and I may have to fold him up and roll him down the aisle, but I'm getting him. And that's not, that biological clock thing, first of all, it's not as bad as it used to be. I've had a girlfriend who had a oops baby at 42. So that happens. That's number one. Number two. You can always freeze your eggs. It's available. Then you got all the time in the world to get the right guy. And you can enjoy him, enjoy the book. Don't rush to the end. If you would like him and you want to have fun with him, don't rush him into being the father and the husband he's not ready to be. But if you get tired of that and you want to look elsewhere, you got time. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to make him something that he's not, because he has the right to be who he wants to be. And I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm saying you're not ready to get married.
Well, that's not true, because I've already gone and tried to buy a ring, and I couldn't afford it. My credit's so bad that they denied me. So it's not like I'm not trying to go out and do these things, and I don't want to buy her a ring. That's $1. You know what I mean? And
she would take a ring that's $1.
She would.
That's what you don't understand. Ms. Howe, did you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. He's telling you what he's telling you, but I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
It is what it is. All right? Freeze those eggs.
Yeah.
This matter is adjourned.
So the judge says I'm not ready to be a husband or father, but I disagree with that, and I'm gonna show Valen 100% that I want on board, and I want to do the right things, and I want to prove to her that I can be the best man that I can be, and hopefully the best father that I can be too.
So Judge Lynn told me today that Tom is not ready to get married, and I feel I should move on because I'm ready, and I need to go to that next stage in my life.